The Las Vegas Raiders schedule's out now and it doesn't look too bad. They have a tough schedule no matter what because they're in the AFC West, but it really doesn't look too bad. This year, of course, they play against the Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Broncos, and Los Angeles Chargers twice. They play the Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, Washington Commanders, and New York Giants of the NFC East. The other division the Raiders play is the NFC South. The other division the Raiders play is the NFC South, who has the Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans, Houston Texans, and Jacksonville Jaguars in it. Their three random opponents will be the New England Patriots, Chicago Bears, and Cleveland Browns. There are 4 games in particular I have circled because they're revealing. Week 1's obvious as opening day is the day we're all waiting for. Plus playing the Patriots will show us where the Raiders are. Both teams have improved, but the Raiders are thought of by many as one of the most improved teams in the NFL, while the Patriots are building around quarterback Drake May. How will Raider edge rushers Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz match up with Patriots tackles Morgan Moses and Will Campbell? How will interior defense lineman Christian Wilkins match up with their guards? How will corner Jacorian Bennett match up with Stephon Diggs? Middle linebacker Landon Roberts and company have to stop running back Travion Henderson. Flipping it the other way, how will middle linebacker Robert Spillane and that Patriots run defense match up with running back Ashton Genty? Call me crazy. I've been called worse, and some of it might be true, but I believe a healthy Darren Munford is going to win his job back, and Ian Colt Miller will contain Patriots edge rushers Harold Landry and Kayvon Chason. The Patriots are solid in the secondary, but who's going to stop Raider tight end Brock Bowers with quarterback Geno Smith throwing to him now? I'm not sure anyone has an answer for him. In week 2, we'll really know where the Raiders are as they'll be at home to play the Chargers. At the end of 2023, a healthy Munford played left tackle for an injured Miller and combined with then right tackle Jermaine Luminor to hold Chargers edge rusher duo Khalil Mack and Tuli Tuipulotu to 0 sacks. Munford and Miller will see that same duo in week 2. Linebacker Denzel Perryman and the Charger run defense have to stop Genty too. Both teams are going to run the ball a lot. On defense for the Raiders, the big matchup is going to be Roberts on the run defense versus running back Amarion Hampton. When the Chargers pass, it could be trouble for quarterback Justin Herbert in the pocket. Raider edge rusher Malcolm Kuntz is back, and Charger left tackle Rashawn Slater wasn't a good matchup for him last time they played. Arm length matters. Kuntz long-armed Slater all day and got 2 sacks on him. And Crosby versus Joe Alt? Come on, man. Then there's the head coach matchup. Pete Carroll dealt with Jim Harbaugh when he was at USC and Harbaugh was at Stanford and got him fired by the San Francisco 49ers when he coached the Seattle Seahawks. The team got to play though. With the schedule being what it is, I do expect the Raiders to be over 500 when they play the Chiefs in Week 7. This is a big test for the Raiders. They get to see where they are with the AFC West champs. Raider corner Jacorian Bennett and Chiefs speedster Xavier Worthy will be a fun matchup to watch. I hope Raiders strong safety Jeremy Chinn acquires the coverage skills from the Raiders coaching staff quick enough to cover Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. All that is moot if the Chiefs can't block the Raider defensive line though. The Chiefs got left tackle Josh Simmons in the first round of the draft, and he has to deal with Kuntz. Losing all-pro guard Joe Thuney isn't going to help with Raider interior defensive lineman Christian Wilkins. On offense, the Raiders still haven't found the answer for Chiefs interior defensive lineman Chris Jones. One way to slow him down is a good running game, and linebacker Nick Bolton and the Chiefs' run defense could have a time trying to stop Genty. The Chiefs' corners can be had deep too, so we'll see what the Raiders' speedsters can do. The Chiefs definitely don't have an answer for Bowers though. The Raider offensive line just has to block. And finally we go to Week 10, where the Raiders go out to the Mile High City to play the Denver Broncos. This is very significant because we'll likely know what kind of team the Raiders are by Week 10, and the Broncos are in the AFC West. That means the Raiders will have gotten a chance to measure themselves against every team in the division. The Broncos are regarded by many as the most improved team in the NFL, so this game could decide that depending on the rest of the season to this point. Now that he's a 1,000-yard receiver, I want to see what Jacoby Myers can do with shutdown corner Patrick Surtain Jr. I don't expect the Broncos to have an answer for Bowers. Dre Greenlaw and the Broncos' run defense versus Genty is going to be strength on strength. We'll see what Broncos' second-round running back RJ Harvey can do with the Raider run defense too. I got my popcorn ready for Bennett versus Cortland Sutton, and the Broncos have always had problems with Crosby, so we'll see if their offensive line can keep quarterback Bo Nix comfortable in the pocket. Add a healthy Kuntz and Wilkins, and it could be trouble. Nix and the rest of the quarterbacks from the AFC West didn't have to deal with that last year. Look, y'all. The Raiders haven't had one padded practice yet, so I'm not trying to make any kind of predictions on how the season's going to go. I mean, we knew Gardner Minshew wasn't that good, but who could predict that he was going to be that bad? The Raiders also didn't have the dominant defense they had in the second half of 2023 because a lot of them were injured. Who could predict that? And who in the world says this team's only going to win this amount of games because these guys are going to get hurt? Therefore, I just circled a few games on the schedule and said we'll know who and what the Raiders are after they play these games. Thank you for watching. See you next time.